Well, one of the big impacts of the Tory cuts has been, for example, we've lost our CCTV, and that's, I've been saying, is one of the issues where CCTV is quite a useful tool for dealing with antisocial behaviour. So, because of Conservative cuts, which also started with the Lib Dem Conservative government, those cuts have hit the police. They've hit our ability to keep an eye on the negative things that can sometimes go on. And that's a challenge, So the cuts have a real effect. They're not just out there in the newspapers. They're actually affecting real people. Food banks as well. We've now got. I'm full of admiration for people who run the food banks. The faith groups do this, and they're providing real help for people. But we shouldn't need food banks in 21st century Britain, the sixth, most prosperous country in the world. Why do we have food banks? We can't go down the American route, where you've got the rich and then there's huge numbers of people who aren't part of society. That's a disaster. So the idea that austerity somehow, gets you where you want to be economically is nonsense. It doesn't. It actually makes things worse. And what we need is a balanced policy that, supports industry, that actually helps people who need help, but also makes sure we have a prosperous enough society so that people can pay their taxes and stand on their own 2 feet. Do what everybody wants to do, make a better life for themselves and their families. But we do need a safety net, and the Tories and the Liberal Democrats have ripped that up.